That shit was fast. Yeah, yo. So you see, like, you had your little time to rule. It's coming to an end, but you still stuck on. It's like a man that lives in the past. And I know dudes like that. They sit there and they talk. Yeah, man, I remember when we was this. You still stuck in that glory, and you let that. Your season came and it left. Now that's all you have to fall back. We're not falling back on our slavery. That's what you want us to do. We're looking forward to our rulership, which you don't want us to see. And the more we tell our people about it, the more they're going to, the change is going to be taken off of their minds, man. But at the end of the day, it's only for the elect. All right, the elect of Israel, and the 1/3 is going to get it as well, man. You got it, bro.
Con.
You niggas is done, man.
It says, deliver me from the oppression of man.
Damn.
So will I keep thy precepts. That's the third time I read that.
Yeah.
Right? So that
Right.
you can understand.
That's right. Deliver us from the oppressed, because we are an oppressed people to this day, man. Ain't none of us free. All right, so you niggas talking celebrating Independence Day and all that, you niggas is in heavy derision. Juneteenth, all that shit, nigga, you still a slave. The niggas going there making Esau kiss their boots and all that, you still a slave, nigga.
Hey, what they trying to do to the men of the Lord right now will tell you that they still look at us as their possession.
Yup, that's right.
Because what are they trying to do? They're trying to shut our mouth.
That's right, yup.
And if we don't, guess what? They set all types of traps against us.
Yup.
If you can't see that, then you are stupid. It says, deliver me from the oppression of man, so will I keep thy precepts. Make thy face to shine upon thy servant. Make thy face to shine upon thy servant.
Lord, that's the Lord. Smile on the fire. But if the Lord's face don't shine on you, ain't doing nothing. You gonna be just like we are in captivity, dog. Where this man, he has a whole world of oppression right now. That's how you know that it's a spiritual power dealing with that man. Because growing up, you go to school with these damn devils, you look at them like, this, beat this nigga the fuck up. And physically, you know you can do it. But that's the only victory you get, because when he grows up, the way it's designed is you have to the
hey, his father owns this company, his dad, grandfather, his uncle, you know what I mean? So you gonna run into him.
So you might beat up on him, you just beat him up, and now he can make your life a living hell when it gets over.
Right. Hey, what happened to the forgive and forget? Right. What happened to the brotherly love?
Yep.
What happened to we all are one, right? Hey, that shows that they just speak with a false tongue.
That's right. Yup. You can be whatever you want to be.
Right.
Just work hard. Nah, Billy graduated. He just he inherits what he already has.
Right.
But of course, he has to go to the school system, to make it look good. That's all it's about, is making something look good, it's a fucking facade, man. We see through that shit.
Right. The jig is up. Okay. The trick bag. Hey.
That's right.
Hey, the men of the Lord see through that trick bag. And that's what you're mad at.
Right.
Because we're telling the truth.
Right.
And we're giving out the facts of who you really are.
Right. Like I never went to college and none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Some people look at me like, oh, this dumbass nigga. What the fuck is he talking about?
That's not the knowledge, though. That's not the true knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. The knowledge, wisdom, understanding is in this book.
Yep.
So you are a true scholar.
Right. That's the Lord has to be simple with you to even understand the scripture.
Hey, and just think about it, right? If you go to all these colleges, right? Now you got all this stuff built up in your brain.
Damn.
And now that's how much you have to unlearn. So now if you don't get all that mess inside your brain, that's what? You're an open, pure vessel. So hey, actually the Lord has protected you from that nonsense.
Then all the rituals and all that.
Right.
We was walking through the campus, and you go over here, the same stained glass windows that they have in the church, they have the same stained glass windows in this building. But instead of the saints, the so-called saints that they put up there, their images, they had looked like scholars graduating with the cap on and all that shit. I said, yo, god damn. That right there lets you know, because you go in these churches, they're the ones that give out scholarships in school.
Right.
You know, my cousins got a couple of those scholarships. And now look, you got the Jehovah's Witnesses. I'm pretty sure they do this. I know
Yeah,
they do
they
this.
give about 5
That's why they're
scholarships
able
tonight.
to come fill the liquor center,
Right.
you know? With all those damn devils.
Hey, it's about money. It's a filthy lucre.
That's right.
It's just about money.
They say, what is a man that gain the whole world? Gain the whole world, but
Lose his own soul.
So, yeah, man, that's right. Proverbs, man. You know?
It says, make thy face to shine upon thy servant and teach me thy statutes.
That's right.
Rivers of waters run down mine eyes because they keep not thy law.
Dang. God dang. See, that's me. He was in heavy, not depression, but he was sorrowful, man.
Yeah.
Because y'all don't keep the law. That's a man that's at the Lord. He's crying, man. When you see the condition of your people and you can keep a straight face, there's something wrong with you, man. You know? You should feel some type of way for these people. Yahweh Shah did. King David did. Yo, Jeremiah was known as the weeping prophet, man. So he cried a lot when he seen this shit. You know, I know brothers when they came to Philly, you know, to visit and everything, we went down Kensington, they was like, man, brother, they was like, you know, tears just wanted to run down my eyes. I'm like, damn. I said, yo, brother, this is reality, man. You know? And honestly, that's going to be the future of America, man. The conditions that the people in. Maybe not the whole high aspect, but yo, the way those people are living on the streets and all that, that's going to be your society that's off the grid, man. That's what your women are going to be looking like, the women that you idolize. They're supposed to be so-called bad. These bad bitches, they going to look worse than the Kensington Horror, man. You know? Bleeding, bloody, all that. You know, and those are going to be your pickers. Those are going to be the Isaiah 4:1. 7 women shall take over. They're going to be in that bad cause. So they're going to want to see. They're going to see you doing good. So they're going to want to come to be able to get that washing up. You know, that food. And they're going to eat their own. Whatever they had, they're going to bring it. They're going to add on. That's when they're going to be willing to add on and all that. But right now, all they want to do is take. You know? You got to let that sink in. Because a lot of brothers, man, they be like, oh, I can't wait till I get my 7. Man, listen, bro, you're not going to want it, man. The Lord going to have to put a heavy spirit on you to be able to accept them, man. You know? They're going to be in bad condition, man. This place is about to be completely turned upside down, man. You look at the movie The Book of Eli and all that. Look at that scenario. He didn't even want to be around that woman. He was trying to flee her ass. And she wasn't a bad-looking joint. He's like, nah, man, you going to slow me up.
Right.
What the fuck I want you for? That's how they going to be coming to you. Yo, Apostle Gabar went into that years ago. He said, man, you're going to be trying to beat these women off you with a stick. Why is that? Because you're going to be taken care of. Just like these celebrities, that's why I said the elect are the real celebrities, man. Because in that time when the Lord puts that spirit and everything on them, yo, these people going to be running to a flock.
Right.
Look how Yahweh Shah, when he moved through, it said the press, the people was pressed. They was pressing upon him. Now there's a lot of people coming to him. You know, he couldn't even barely walk through the crowd sometimes, man. That's how many people wanted to be healed just to be around him, man. You know? That's going to be the men of the Lord in that day, man.
Right. And this is the real money.
Right,
This
that's
book.
Right. That's right. Which is proven because now what the CBDC said, the implant that has to be implemented under your skin.
Oh, the WEF, the World Economic Forum?
Yeah. Come on, man. This knowledge has to be implanted in your damn skull. You know?
This is the real education.
That's right.
All right?
Listen on that, bro.
Come. It says, verse 137, righteous art thou, O Yahweh, and upright are thy judgments.
That's right. Everything that the Lord does, all his judgments is righteous, man. Whether you agree with it or not, man. Whether he make a tornado come and destroy this thing, that's righteous to him, man. He does whatever pleases him, whatever's pleasing in his sight. That's what he does, man.
Hey, and me and the brother was going into this actually on the way down here, right? We talked about the judgments and the fact that, hey, we are here in this lower state because of what we did.
Mm.
We didn't want to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments.
Mm.
So, hey, what did the Lord do? As it says in Hosea, what? He hid his face from among us,
Right.
right? So, until we acknowledge, our sins, guess what? The Lord's going to continue, right? We're going to continue to be in our lowest state, basically,
Right.
right? He's going to continue to set his face far from amongst us, right? So we have to again look in the mirror and say, "Hey, man, I messed up. I apologize. I'm sorry. Salakia, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Babu Kasha, Salakia. Please forgive me. But hey, we're so proud that hey, we want to talk about, Lord, why'd you do this? Lord, why'd you do that? Why have you forsaken me? No. Look in the mirror.
Right.
And acknowledge your offenses. And that's what we say, until they acknowledge their offenses, right?
That's right, brother.
And so, hey, which one?
Being returned to him, seeking 10 times more.
Oh, Con. And that Second Chronicles was bad too. Con. So yeah, let me bring out some precept, matter of fact. This is the book of Hosea, chapter 5, verse 15. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction, they will seek me early.
That's see that, and that goes into what? If I'm not mistaken, that goes into Matthew as well. When John the Baptist came on the scene, which is Abba Bivens in his time, he said he shall return the hearts of the children to the father and the heart of the father back to the son. Meaning that just what they said, the Lord is going to bring his face back, because in our affliction we're going to start calling on him. And right now we're going through affliction, we're afflicted. Now once we realize it and recognize it and we know it, and we get the name of Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shah, we start calling out to him to heal us, man. We want salvation, all right?
And we're teaching our people and telling our people and warning our people to turn from their wicked ways.
That's right.
So we're acknowledging it by doing that, right?
That's right.
Not only for ourselves, but for the nation of Israel. Because again, we know why we're in this lowest state. We have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding through the spirit, power, mercy, grace of Yahweh Shai of why we're in this lowest state.
That's right.
And it's not because other people are mightier than us or smarter than us, right? Or overtook us and enslaved us. No, because we broke the law, statutes, and commandments, and we're so prideful, right? Brother talked about having humility, right? So I'm going to bring this out. It's the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 7, verse 14. If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face. There it goes. Can seek my face again, right? And turn from their wicked ways. Then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land.
That's right. Damn, I got it. God damn. Woo.
God.
I thought it was 26.
God.
28. But now read that again, brother.
God. It's the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 7, verse 14. If my people, which are called by my name.
That's right. That's why you got Razah, Baka Allah, because his name is in our names, man. It's a hara, it's a har, the bar and all that. Yasharallah, Yasharallah, so Allah and all that, that's God, but that's going into we're called by his name, man. All right? Go ahead, bro.
If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face
That's right.
and turn from their wicked ways.
You know, and then it says you have to humble yourself. Which a lot of dudes that's come out here and teach this word, they're not humble, man. They're prideful. And it shows you in their speech and how they teach. Because they got a lot of knowledge, they puffed up. All right? So that's not humble. As much knowledge as the apostles have, when you meet them personally, you see just how humble they are, man. Which I had the opportunity to talk to them a few times, man. You know? And as long as they've been around, even when you comment on their comment board, they don't have to respond to you. You know what I'm saying? But they do that. All right? Especially if the spirit moves when they do so. You know? Because everything is about the spirit, so you have to be humble, man. Humility, man, before honor. All right? If you won't get humiliated in this walk, you might want to reevaluate what you're doing, man. You know? You want to reevaluate. Because the Lord could possibly not be dealing with you. So you have to, that's why you're supposed to self-examine yourself every single minute of the day, man. Walk on eggshells in this walk, man. Because it's so easily to be gripped up and snatched out. You know, that's why you have to have that fear, that healthy fear of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, Ba'ashem HaRakatash, man. Because he can set you up to teach somebody and pull you right out. You know?
Con. It says, if my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land.
See that? And yo, that's the Lord. If all Israel do that as a whole, we can't do that right now. It's an easy thing for the Lord to do, but you niggas not doing it.
Right.
That's why it starts with the elect, because the elect are doing it. All right, they heard his voice, they're humbling themselves, and they're praying, they're calling on his name. And guess what? He's going to heal that land. Why? Because he's going to destroy it. That's going to heal it. That's he's going to purge that place to make it clean again. That has to be cleansed. Because look at all the wickedness. That the same streets that Yahweh Shah walked, man. Now you got the happy people having parades over there, man. You know? You got those men doing that, man. So that's crazy, man. They making a mockery out of our lands, man. They defile our land the same way when we came over here. They defiled this land. This land is full of blood, and that's why blood is going to cover this land once again, man. On a higher scale. Now back to brother up with this precept. This is Baruch chapter 3. And Salakia. Salakia. Baruch chapter 4. And I'm going to start at verse 27. It says, be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Most High. For ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. All right? That's what brother just read. So you're supposed to remember him and cry unto him and remember him because he's the one that brought the things upon you. So the one that brought all this slavery and all that, how are you going to run to the ones that he put over you to have you in slavery for some type of comfort, man? That doesn't make sense. But they got everything set up around you to make it seem like they care for you. And they're going to help you out. No, they're not going to do that. They're set up to devour you, to drain you, to make you bow down and worship their gods. All right? Read that again. Baruch chapter 4 and 27. Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Most High, for ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more, man.
Ooh. What's that, Baruch what?
Baruch 4 and 27 and 28. You know? So being as though it was of your own mind to go astray.
Right.
Being as though returned, so now once you come back, you know why you're in slavery. You know why you're in punishment. So the one that put all those things upon you, That's the one you're supposed to be begging to take it from you. Not the one who we put over you to bring the punishment. You know, that's why you niggas, and you Jakes, man, you kill me, man. Because you've been doing all this goddamn marching and protesting and all that. What has changed for you? Nothing. Going to the White House, the Capitol building and all that bullshit. They're then going to the Washington Monument, which is no matter of fact, the obelisk. Where y'all go down there, Martin Luther King had that speech down there. Yo, you was basically prophesying for Baal in front of the obelisk, man.
Hey, they was prophesying.
Yeah,
that's gonna be our new word for you.
Yeah, they prophesy. Yo, cut, prophesize. You know, prophesying ass. Good, because that's what you was doing. You down there. I have a dream. And this man, and yo, you were prophesying. That's what the fuck you was doing. In front of the obelisk. So that's their God. That was the sun god. All right. So you making a mockery of your house shop, man. The sun, because he's the sun. All right. The sun. You know what the sun is. So now you want to make a god to that, man. Come on, man. Damn devils is crazy. So you went astray. But you try to go back to them. And look, Martin Luther King now with certain speeches that you never heard of. Now they're starting to surface. And that's the reason they shut him down, because they ain't want you niggas to hear it back then. Now he's dead and gone. His wife is dead and gone. Now it's like, oh, okay, that time passed. This now it's time to start leaking. So all you niggas that got caught up in that trick bag, they laughing at you now. Ha ha, joke's on you. We had y'all in derision. You know? The same thing with this up and coming, this CBDC, man. Which we've been warning you about, we've been telling you about. So when you take it, you have no excuses.
Hey, it says, woe to them that go to Egypt for help,
That's
right? Roughly paraphrased.
That's right. That's right.
And that's what you're doing. Rather than following the law, statutes, and commandments of this book and what it's telling you what not to do and what to do, hey, you put yourself in a way of destruction.
That's right, bro. That's right.
So, hey, whether you were here for bear, hey, the Lord's words will not go out void.
Yeah, that's right. It's like, yo, Martin Luther King, what he do? He worked for the Rothschilds. He got pictures of him with him. He take him and Coretta hugging each other. God damn it. So what's his ass?
Is he running?
Nah, yo, that's crazy. Oh, be alright, bro. That's crazy. Bunch of nigga women. You know, but he worked for those people, you know? And he was delivering a message for those people. And they was taking care of him, man. Alright? But it says back in Baruch chapter 4 and verse 29, this is why I say you're supposed to, that's why he bust your ass, he's being hard.
Yeah, still running.
You're supposed to pray to the one that put the punishment on you, all right?
Right.
All right, so this is Baruch chapter 4. I'm going to start at verse 28 again. The point is 29. It says, for as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. For he that hath brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy again with your salvation.
Ooh.
You know that? I'm going to read that again.
Hey.
It says, for he that hath brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy again with your salvation. So see that it says everlasting joy. Right now we're at everlasting sorrow.
Right.
Ain't none of us happy. And we like the only comfort we get throughout the week is when we come out the camp, when we're doing videos, you see your brother, you embrace him, you pray with your brother, you anoint your brother, man. That's a glimpse of heaven, man, the kingdom, man. You know, you could like be happy, man, but then you gotta go right back into slavery, you know, captivity. You know, that's why the Lord, I'm gonna read that again, man. Verse 29, Baruch 4 and 29, it says, for he that hath brought these plagues upon you, because he's the one that's bringing all the plagues. Who can stop a plague that the Lord brings, man? All right? It says, "For he that hath brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy again with your salvation. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort
Mm.
thee." No, what we just read said, "For my people that are called by my name,
Yeah.
they which read a
Yeah, my people.
You know, so he gave us that name. He gave us Yasharab, the Silly of Peace. He gave Jacob, Salah, Jacob, Yaakov. He gave him the name Israel, Yasharala, which he is the prince of the power, man. All right. So he's the one that gave us the name. He gave because Peter's name was Simon. He gave him the name Peter, prince of the rock.
Yeah.
Simon Peter, you know.
Abram, Abraham.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So the Lord, he's the one. Like, because we grew up, you know, my name is Michael, but yo, in the Hebrew it's Michael. So the Lord gave me that name, man. You know, the Lord always gives you a certain name. And that's the name that's the spirit that he gave you from the beginning, man. That's why Yahweh Shah, when he came and took, yo, your name is now so and so. Because he could do that. You know? He gave them the names, man. All right, it says, verse 30 again, it says, "Take a good heart, a good mind, O Jerusalem, Yasharallah, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee." It says, "Miserable are they that afflict thee."
Mm.
That afflicted, God damn. It says, "Miserable are they that afflicted thee and rejoiced at thy fall." They're miserable right now. All right? Because they know that their time is short as hell. Let's read that again. It said, "Remember these things when you get into a little depressed state. Do you think that you're depressed? Just imagine how depressed these motherfuckers is. Hearing these words and know that they're true. That's why they don't want you to tell them to nobody else. Don't preach in that name. Don't speak in that name. Let me make you work all these hours. Just don't have no time off and all that.
Right.
Because you're
Gonna be your mind's gonna be occupied in us.
Yeah, cut. And that's what this whole CBDC is about. Who you going to trust? You going to trust in that? You going to trust in the Lord? I'm talking to Israel. All right. It says, "Miserable are the cities which the children." It says, "Miserable are they that afflict thee and rejoice at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children served." It says, "Miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy sons."
Mm.
Come on, man. The Lord is making this place miserable. And you're starting to see it because these people with these different, their holidays and all that, it's not the same as it was before. You know, you just had July 4th and all. It wasn't even like how it was back in the day, man. You know, you got, it's barely any action, man. You know, when you had New Year's Eve, yo, the COVID shut that whole thing down in New York, Manhattan, Times Square, where you ain't even had people really come out like that. That was the start of the end of this birth here, man. You know, now that made the city miserable because everybody was looking forward to these things, man. You know, they try to keep the vibration of this wickedness going, man. But the Lord is shutting this place down. All right, it says, it says, "For as she," verse 33, back in Baruch 4 and 33, it says, "For as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad of thy fall." And yo, there was a letter written by one of the Rothschilds to, I believe it was somebody here in America in I think it was 1942, if I'm not mistaken. That's when you first had what the state of Israel when they gave those people that land. One of the Rothschilds wrote a letter. What's up?
Yeah.